Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at my two EST Genesises, and I'm going to show you the difference. What's the difference between a horn strobe and a remote strobe Genesis? And it's not because of the grills where the holes are located, and it's not the strobe either, or the fire font, or the little running man on the top. It has something to do with the inside and the model numbers too. The insides are different, and if you look through this one, this is the one I've tested in fire alarm test 4. But this one, I tested it, but not on video, and it does work. These things are loud a little bit, quite. Sorry about the camera quality. I'm just trying to keep the camera focused as well as I can. And I'm going to open these units up and I'm going to show you what's inside. It kind of feels different that this one's a little bit bigger because it's tilted. Sorry. They're the same size, guys. Look, they're the same size. So I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to open these units up. And there is the horn piezo in the inside of this one. You can see the little silver dot behind the grill through the holes. So I'm going to put this down because this is a bit of a hassle to do with one hand. So I'm going to open these units up, take the shell off. And one more thing. In order to take the shell off, you have to stick a screwdriver in these two holes right here, these two lock plastic bolts. And there's some closet screws on the back, mounting closet screws. So I'm going to open these units up, and I'm going to show you the inside. And you got to be very careful when you're opening these units up because these are really easy to break. And the horn strobe version is harder, a little bit harder than opening the remote strobe version. It's the way I got it. Alright. I do not want to over loosen them and snap the porcelain or the lock. Okay, now I got these units opened up. This is the remote strobe version, and that would be plenty of room to fit the horn piezo. So on the remote strobe version, we don't need a piezo. And here is the other one right here. They're both multi-candela. Here is the horn piezo right here. Yep, the horn piezo, that's where the sound comes from. There's the strobe tube. And the tensiometer is white, but this one is black. I don't know why my horn strobe version has a white tensiometer. The capacitors are in the same spot. Pretty cool. Those are really cool inside units, but you gotta be careful when you're... These are easily mounted alarms, and these are 2-wire only. The strobe tubes are on the bottom, but flush mounts. Pretty cool. Well, I'm not gonna test them tonight because it is almost lights out, and it is past 10 o'clock. It is 10:20. So I figured I would show you this video now. So yeah, I'm in the laundry room showing this to you guys. Yep, there's the difference. The model numbers are different and the insides are different a little bit. The insides look pretty much the same, but they're a bit different when it comes to the inside. This one has the horn piezo, this one doesn't. And the model number on this one is G1RF-VM. When the model number on this one is G1RF-HDVM. So, pretty cool. But be careful when you're... Do not touch this capacitor too much because it's kind of easy to break off. And it's important. And there's the multi-candela switch. It has the same options. Yep, there we go. There's your candela options. There's only 4. There's 15, 30, 75, and 110. Same with this one right here. Same with this one. And the older versions do have a locked candela strobe that is locked in 15 or 30 or 75 or 110. I'll tell you all the model numbers of the locked candela versions. There's like the G1R HOV 15, the G1R HOV 30, the G1R HOV 75, and the G1R HOV 110. Those are the locked candela versions of the horn strobes. I'm not sure of the remote strobes of the other ones. I'm not sure the model number of the remote strobe versions that have a locked candela strobe. These units don't have locked candela strobes. They're mostly multi-candela, and these units are 2-wire only. Yeah, the tensiometers do look different. There's a black and a white. It's pretty cool that they're in different colors for some reason. This one's black for some reason. Well, this one is black, and this one is white. The capacitors are still in the same spot, and this is a weird looking capacitor, and it's yellow with a green end. Yeah, the circuit boards are green. It has interesting type of circuitry, but be very careful, guys, because it's kind of easy to break. And there's another color difference. This part is blue, and this part is gray. There's a difference between the capacitors, and there's your diodes that help the current go and run one direction. And these units do not do continuous tone. They're only in code 3, okay? The sound can only do code 3. That's it. There's no other modes it can do. Well, let's take one more look. Yep, you can see the little silver disc in the inside the coil that's in the horn piezo. You can see the light reflecting off of it a little bit. It's basically, the sound comes out of this little hole right here in the center. It kind of does look like a donut almost. In this little hole right here, the hole. Do not stick your finger inside the hole, or else you would damage the horn piezo. You might damage the piezo when you stick your finger in the hole. It depends how small your finger is compared to my pinky. Like that. Do not stick your finger too deep in the hole until you smush down the little silver plate that's in the inside. It's important, guys. That's what helps make the sound inside the piezo. Now I'm going to put both of the shells back on. The fire fonts are pretty cool, and the Running Man at the top. I don't know why they don't fill in the holes for the remote strobe version. And by the way, there's no piezo on the remote strobe version. I've tested the horn strobe version and it works, guys, so it'll be ready to go for another fire alarm test. So, that's the thing. And the way to mount these, you have to take the shell off, mount these to the wall with these 2 closet screws. Those 2 closet mounting screws. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video of my 2 Edwards Genesis remote strobes. And by the way, Edwards Genesis on wall mount and ceiling mount, those are 2-wire only, depending if it's a horn strobe or a remote strobe. Strobe only versions do not have the holes covered up for some reason. They don't fill in the holes. That's the way it's designed. Yep. It's how EST Genesis are made. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of looking at the inside of the units. Yep. Those were the insides of the units. It's the inside. Yep. You can tell if it's a horn strobe by looking through the holes. You can see the piezo in the inside. You know what I mean? Alright. I hope you enjoyed this video of the inside of my 2 Edwards Genesis. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe and share, please. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.